Hey, brothers, family, and friends. It's good to always know that you're doing great. And today we are going to have a very special message, And I want you to pay attention because this affects everybody. Happy Sunday and wonderful week to you all. Now, this message is, I'm going to be very fast because I know sometimes a lot of people don't watch videos to the end because they are lengthy, but I'm going to be very, very fast. We are going to look at a story from the Bible in the book of 1 Kings chapter 13, from verse 1 to the end. It's a story of a young man of God, a prophet, that God sent to King Jeroboam to go and warn the king, that I'm going to split your altar, I'm going to split your kingdom because you have been doing abominable things. And those days, the king, no matter who you are, when God is not pleased with the way you are operating, he sent his sons, he sent those that he has called, prophets, ministers of God, he sent them to warn them because they are the gatekeepers. So he sent this prophet, go and warn him. He's a young prophet. And the young prophet went. When he got there, he warned the king and did amazing miracle, even to the point that when the king stretched forth his hand and was saying that seize him, the hands of the king got frozen, and it was the same young prophet that prayed and delivered the king. I want you to follow me. So when these things happened, the king was so amazed, he was surprised and said, this is actually from God. And he told the young prophet, say, come and eat, come and dine, come and drink. And the prophet said, no, I had an instruction that I should not eat or drink from a corrupt system, from this corrupt kingdom. That was the instruction by God. He said, don't eat or drink. Because God knows that once you eat, you've already put yourself in the same position, the same table with those that are corrupt. You've put yourself in the same table with those that are doing idol worship. So he told him, and he obeyed that instruction. Follow me closely. So when he did that, he left the kingdom. While he was going from Bethel, there was an old prophet in verse 11, an old prophet that he heard what happened and told his son, where did the young man of God went? Where did he pass? And he was told that, he went through this way, and he quickly went after him. When he saw the young prophet, he told the young prophet, he said, an angel of the Lord has told me that you should come and eat and drink. Now get this very clear. The old prophet was a prophet. Like, this was a prophet. A man that hears from God actually went there and lied to the young man of God and told him, he said, come and eat. And because the young man of God felt like, this man is an old prophet, he's advanced, he knows what he's saying, he knows what he's doing, he violated the instruction that God told him and went with the old prophet. He went with him to his house and they ate and drank. I'm going to let you know some things that I brought out from this scripture. Now, when they finished eating, the same old prophet, the word of the Lord came to him this time and said, the man of God has violated the instruction. He has gone against the instruction. And because of that, he is not going to get back to his destination. The same old prophet. And when the young man of God left the house, he was going back to his destination. A lion came and devoured him. The lion bit the man. This was a man that did wonders, a man that was used by God, and he died. Why? Because he was carried away. He felt like the old prophet was saying, was giving him the right instructions. He didn't know that the old prophet was lying to him, that the old prophet lied, and he died. Now, this is the message. First of all, God gave him an instruction. You see, those days, no matter who you are, even you are a king, as long as the Lord has given you an instruction as a man of God, you are to obey it. Tell the king the truth. You are doing the wrong thing. And if you continue like this will happen. You are not expected to dine on the same table. You are not expected to dine, because the moment you eat with these corrupt people, you become corrupt unknowingly to you. You find yourself unable to speak the truth. You will find yourself in a situation where you cannot talk, where you cannot let them know the truth. That's one. Secondly, so many times there are people we look up to. I've seen a lot of cases. People you look up to, sometimes they err, sometimes they make mistakes, sometimes they go out of point. It doesn't mean because they are people you reference, they are people you respect a lot. That doesn't mean you should not have designing spirits. It doesn't mean that you should not align with what the Spirit of God is saying to you. Be careful, so you don't get me. You don't get carried away, or you miss the track because of an instruction that is not correct. Because the person you are looking up to is doing a particular thing that is wrong, doesn't mean that you should do the same thing. Be wise. Don't end up like the young man of God that died on his way. There are some people in our nation today. A lot of people look up to them. Because they look up to them, they only do what that person is doing. They don't see anything wrong. Whatever the person is doing is correct. Even when the person is doing the wrong thing is correct. Don't go and end up like the young man of God that died. He died a careless death. A death that could have been avoided. He died because he was following. He was following blindly. He was following blindly. God told you don't eat. That was an instruction by God. You heard him clearly. You know, I'm seeing the situation in Nigeria. The situation is bad. People are dying. Things are going wrong. And the Lord has told you, said, don't follow these people. Don't go in the same line with these people. But because you have an idol, because you have somebody that you reference, you think that this person, anything this person is saying is correct, you keep following. You are going to end up like the young man of God that died. It may not be physical death. You will die a death that you will regret it. You regret it. Oh, he's not saying anything. He's telling us not to move. He's telling us not to do this. And you know that what he's saying is wrong and you are still doing it. You're going to die. It's the word of the Lord that came this morning. Be careful. Be careful. Be mindful of the people, the instructions that you take. Some of us today, we are hypocrites. Some of us, we are sycophants. Some of us, we follow blindly. Somebody is evil, but because the person you reference the person, you cannot tell the person the truth. You will end up like the man of God that died. He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. He only followed blindly, disobeyed the instruction that God told him. I pray for you that is watching this video that you don't end up like the young man of God in every aspect of your life. That you don't end up, that God will give you the spirit to discern, that when you know something is true, that you will follow it to the end. It doesn't matter who is involved. It doesn't matter who is leading you. When something is not right and you know it's not right, God will help you to follow it to the end. I pray you have a wonderful week.